This is not scuffed in the slightest. I should have checked the camera angles, shouldn't I? Nope, it's always this. There we go. Hello friends, fruits and vegetables, Mazadu 2.0 here, and welcome to the stream. I am sitting on my leg, so let's change that. God. I was sitting here for 2 minutes vibing to music, and I didn't press the go live button because you know how the start stream button doesn't actually start the stream, it just starts the recording or something. But yeah, I was vibing. I mean, it's a good song, so I can't complain too much. I don't know why I just danced. There's no music anymore. I just turned it off. But yeah. So the answer to the question is D. Bonfire Night is the celebration of the failure of the gunpowder plot. You guys aren't British enough to. I remember one time I mentioned it and Cooper was like, "What?" Like, no idea what this was. But basically in some year, I don't know how long ago, but quite a while ago, this guy called Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the king, and it like failed. And now every year on the 5th of November, we do bonfires and fireworks, and we burn like we make like little figures of Guy Fawkes and we burn it on the fire. I'm pretty sure his head was also displayed on a spike. It was that long ago. But yeah. It's like, woo, this guy failed to overthrow the monarchy 300-ish years ago. Let's set everything on fire. But yeah. I thought the Great Fire of London would throw people off, but I think it didn't because that sounds too obvious. The Great Fire of London, in my like primary school at one point, we did a thing where we had to role play that we were in the Fire of London for like a day and stuff, and it was fun. Anyway, let's play some Layton. I've had the game open for 4 hours, just paused to make sure it would work. We're on case number 10. Oops, that's good. Okay. Continue. It was fun. I was like 11. It was one of the most fun ones. I mean, I didn't have to do lessons, so I also learned about the Great Fire of London. Yeah, we're on the case. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this case. Normally I wouldn't have streamed today because I feel dreadful, but I just really wanted to play and stuff, and I'm gonna let me feeling dreadful stop me. Ernest is having a very bad day. He's implicated in a serious crime on his first day at Grosvenor University. What kind of serious crime? Is it like forgery, embezzlement, murder, mass murder? Who knows? Let's investigate. The dog is floating, everybody. Hello, Charles. Oh, there you are, Pinstripes. I was beginning to wonder what happened to you. Ruff. Miss Layton asked me to stop off on my way in and buy some things for her. Tea, of course. As she should. I've got my tea right here. It's weird that Katrielle isn't here. What if for this case we're just Ernest and Katrielle's barely in it? That would be interesting. I mean, I miss Katrielle, but this fashion magazine and a snack for later on today. Being the dog's body again, eh? Isn't Miss Layton here yet herself? She's gone out already. She said she'd be back later. Oh, what a pity. She left a message for you though. Do you want to hear it? Ruff. Of course. Gosh, this sounds awfully important. My palms are starting to sweat. Alright then, if you're sure you're ready, Ruff. Ahem. Ernest, while I'm gone, tidy up. Ruff. Is that it? Afraid so. Not quite sure what you were expecting, eh? I feel your pain. Ruff. Oh no, it's quite alright. I had a suspicion it might say that. So, where shall I start, I wonder? It's rough being the underdog, eh? Having to tidy up after your boss? Because she's so terrible at it? Ruff. Oh, I wouldn't say that, Charles. She's not terrible at tidying at all. She tidies when she wants to tidy, but when she doesn't want to tidy, she doesn't. She's just being true to herself. Ernest, why are you like this? What if Kat was kidnapped? I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but it might. You never know. She was catnapped. She's just being true to her selfishness. You mean she's never wanted to tidy in her life, so mugging has to do it, Ruff. Well, that last part may be true. Anyway, there's something I've been meaning to ask you I've got to read. Oh, what is it? What are you doing? Why do you work here as Kat's assistant? She doesn't even pay you, does she? Ruff. No, she doesn't. I work here because I owe Miss Layton a debt of gratitude. It must be a big one. What happened? It was when I met her for the... Is this flashback? Is this case a flashback? It was when I met her for the very first time. I'm listening. I was being investigated by Scotland Yard. Oh, Jesus. Investigated you? Come on. Do you think I was turned into a dog yesterday, Ruff? It's a flashback. Okay, enjoy your dinner, Cooper. The importance of being honest. I think the entire case is backstory, though. That's what I think, so you're just not going to leave at all. Inspector Hastings had summoned me to his office. There'd been a theft, you see, and I was the prime suspect. Theft. Ernest Greaves! You did it, didn't you? It wasn't me, I'm innocent, Inspector. I swear. Don't give me that, sunshine! I know it was you. Who broke into Dr. Ohm's laboratory and nicked his research papers? Admit it. I think it might be. I just don't eat dinner. Okay? Just don't. You can go eat dinner. I'll try and catch you up with what you missed when you get back. Broke into? No, I didn't. There's been some terrible misunderstanding. So, you're still going to deny it, are you? There are witnesses, you know. You were seen sneaking in there. What more evidence do you think I need to put you away, eh? Come clean, sunshine, or things are gonna get ugly. But I've only just started at Cresta Helen University. Why would a fresher like me... Okay, Katrielle's here. Oh, Grenhella University? Anime? What do you think you're doing barging in here when I'm interviewing a suspect? I can't believe you've brought this poor man here to Scotland Yard. You what? You can't accuse people without carrying out a proper investigation first. It sounds like the only evidence you have is circumstantial, that he was at the scene. Who are you, you cheeky little so-and-so? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Katrielle Layton. Well, I don't care if you're the Queen O'Sherba. You don't come down here and start interfering in police business. If you've got a complaint about the way we do things, you follow proper procedure and solve this puzzle. How does any of that add up? It's like, here, if you want to complain, solve my puzzle. Jesus. It's puzzle time, puzzle time, puzzle time, puzzle time. There's a line of 5 cars driving along the road. They are all breaking the speed limit. The next day, the 5 drivers go to the police station, but only 4 of them are charged with speeding. Which car was the one that was being driven by the person who was not charged? It has to be one of the middle ones that's forced to be speeding, so that they don't get hit by another car. Or it could be the first one that's forced to be speeding because the other cars behind it are going too fast. I mean, it's only 5 options. We got this.
This should do it, I think.
Nope.
Not good, Katrielle. Not good.
I have a good feeling about 4.
I've
Yes, backstory is cool.
Now.
And my good feeling about 4 was
good,
not correct.
Katrielle, not good.
Okay. Three? I bet it's gonna be 5.
This is an interesting one.
Nope.
What's the matter with me today?
Two.
This should do it, I think.
Maybe it's 5. Okay.
Not good, Katrielle, not
That makes
good.
no sense in my brain, but... Why is it 5?
Do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
There's one way to solve puzzles though, just keep going. The patrol car chasing the speeding drivers from behind. It was the car chasing them. Okay, that's stupid. But okay. You cracked it? Well, that's a turn up for the books. Any puzzle solved, that's my motto, unlike Scotland Yard's, which seems to be any blame absolved. Blimey. Inspector Hastings, sorry to barge in, sir, but it's nearly time. Oh yes, of course, I've got an appointment at Greston Heller. Thank you for reminding me, Constable. Right, Greaves, it looks like you're off the hook for now. But you're still at the top of my list, Sunshine, and as soon as I get more evidence... Oh no, please. Come on then, PCB, let's get over to the university. Yes, sir. You're, free to go then, sir. How can I make him believe me? I didn't do it. Well, they've gone now, and they said you're free to go, so why don't we get out of here? Oh, well, unless you'd like to stay. Oh golly, no. Then I suggest we leave now before the inspector comes back. Yes. And that's how we were thrust together, and the heavens conspired to make us meet. She was like a goddess of destiny in my eyes then. Thank you for helping me before, I mean. I'm Ernest Greaves. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ernest. The pleasure is all mine, Miss Layton. I must say, it's jolly good of you to believe me. That I'm not a thief, I mean. Oh no, I just couldn't abide by the loud-mouthed inspector's sloppy detective work, that's all. Oh. I wouldn't like to say if you did it or not. But I didn't do it. It's that case from the stolen research papers, isn't it? From the professor at Grenson-Heller University? Yes, that's right. Somehow I seem to be a suspect. But you didn't do it. Honestly? No, honestly, I didn't. Please, you have to believe me. Ernest, if that's your real name, you don't look like a thief, or the sort of person who tried to deceive others. I'm not. I really haven't done anything wrong. So you're a student at the university, are you? Yes, I've only just enrolled though, but somehow I've already managed to get myself into an awful fix. I always seem to have the most dastardly luck. Only this morning I fell down a drain in the street and got bitten by a dog. It sounds like me. This morning I managed to stand up and then walk to the stairs, trip over a bag, trip over a step, and somehow not fall and crash my face into the stairs. And then when I got to the top of the stairs, I had to sit down because I was just like, Like, sometimes it's like I can barely even walk. I don't know what my body's doing. I just get clumsiness spells, I guess. Like, one time I almost fell over 7 times in a 30-minute walk to school. And every time I've told that story, people will ask me if I was drunk, and I don't drink. So... I see, a walking calamity, you might say. Huh. Well, your luck may have changed. I had intended to go to Gressenheller today anyway. If you come along with me, I can do what I was planning there and prove your innocence and present. Oui, and present. Unless you'd rather I don't interfere. Oh, no, I mean, please do interfere. That is, if you really think you can prove it. Of course, right then, let's go. Now? Yes, alright then. Miss Layton made it seem like proving my innocence would be as easy as falling off a log. So I went along with her, hoping desperately that she was right. What's the best way to the university from here? Oh, I can show you, just follow me. I say, will this be your first time to visit Gressenheller, Miss Layton? No, I used to go there quite often as a child, but it's been rather a long time. And I haven't been from here before. I'm not sure which the best way is. Really? Well, don't worry, we'll be there in a jiffy. Going to university. The one thing I decided not to do in my real life. I could have gone to university, but I didn't. Because in UK you go to university at 18. You've arrived outside Gressenheller. Here we are, miss. In a jiffy as promised. Well... This brings back memories. I haven't been to Gressenheller for a long time now. It's hardly changed at all. Are you alright? Sorry, oh, yes, I'm fine. So they say it has a long and distinguished history, this college? Yes, that's right. It's one of the top 2 in London. Well, it certainly looks the part. The buildings have that particular character about them that says this is the centre of learning. Yes, she does have peak fashion sense. Oh look, there's the constable we saw at Scotland Yard. Oh, what if he arrests me? Relax, he looks like he's busy investigating at the moment. In fact, why don't we ask him how his inquiries are coming along? He's gonna be like, the culprit always comes back to the scene of the crime. You're guilty. Handcuffs. Oh yeah, I hope they found something that proves I couldn't have done it. Who did do it, though? Hello, PCB. Hello, hello, hello. What have we here? If it isn't the very fellow who Inspector Hastings brought in for questioning before? You would stars, lad. What are you doing here? For better of it and come to confess, have you? No, definitely not. I didn't do it. I'm rather intrigued by the case, Constable. I hear some research papers were stolen. Is that right? And no money, no other valuables. Were documents worth anything per se? Well, they happen to have been the very important research papers of Dr. Jean Ohm. And who is this Dr. Jean Ohm? So I can fill you in on that front, miss. He's one of the most influential researchers in the field of plant genetics. He's published countless revolutionary papers on the subject. He's actually the reason I enrolled here. I wanted to study under him for years now. Oh really? And on your first day you managed to be accused of stealing his work? Oh, well, yes. Somehow I did. Apparently, the result of Dr. Ohm's current research has been heavily anticipated by boffins all over the world for some time. So I believe, madam, that is most likely worth a bob or two. I see. It's cutting-edge research, is it? The sort of scientific discovery that money can't buy, is that the idea? Precisely, madam. So we're investigating accordingly. Our inquiries are ongoing. Funny thing is, in England, no one cares about theft this much. Like, if you have like clear evidence, like CCTV footage, they'll like have a little look, and if you like have and like they'll do some forensics on like some stuff, but they don't care that much. Or maybe just feels like that because they didn't care that much when my grandma's house got broken into 2 times, but I mean, to be fair, they didn't manage to steal much of value from my grandparents' house when that got broken into, so yes, of course, thank you, Constable. Well, it looks like the police are well underway with their investigation. There's not a moment to lose. Why not, miss? Because we want to prove your innocence before they do, or don't. It's no fun if we don't beat them to it. Just casual, my grandparents' house got broken into like 2 times, you know? I mean, no one was home. Actually, the first time my grandma was home, and she like she saw them in her garden, and she just picked up a knife, and they just noped out of there. The second time, my grandparents were on holiday, so we just got a call from their neighbours being like, hey, someone broke in, and we had to go and like check the damages and stuff. The thing is, my grandparents didn't spend much of their money. They were like had a lot of it, but didn't spend much, so the first one all they stole was a laptop. That was the only thing of worth in the house. Fun. That's right, fun. So I think you'd better tell me your movements up to when the theft was discovered. What did you do today since you arrived? I need some painkiller. I'll be right back. My stomach hurts. Don't mind me, I'm doing drugs on stream. Because my water's up here. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Layton time. What did you do today since you arrived? Where did you go? Who did you speak to? Tell me everything. Yes, my movements. Well, today was my first day, as you know. Yes, and I've been just dying to have my first lecture from Dr. Omar. I think he's from Dr. Ohm. I think he's simply spiffing, you see. Yes, I was looking for more hard facts, Ernest. Suddenly, I found myself standing outside the gates of this wizard university, thinking to myself, that's not really relevant at the moment, you see. Well, then I finally took my first step, my very first footprint in the metaphorical snow of the campus. Ernest, get to the point. It was really nothing short of monumentous. So to sum up, you walked through the gates, the university gates. All right then, let's follow in your monumentous footsteps of the earlier stage, shall we? So Miss A started investigating the case in order for us to prove my innocence. I was terrified that the accusation would stick, that I'd be branded a criminal. But little by little, as I saw how confident she was, my nerves started to settle. That's the first clue. Oh my god, the thing you fill in that's like a clue thing is a rose. That's cool. I'm gonna show it. Give me a second. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. It's a rose because it's Ernest who's desperately in love with us. Or with Katrielle. High profile research. Okay. I mean, the first clue wasn't that hard to get. It's only been like half an hour. We're getting the clues quickly. Yeah, because it looks cool. Cooper, you missed me doing drugs on stream. It was great. And also, Katrielle is now in this case. We're having a flashback, but Katrielle's in the flashbacks, and she's solving the case in the flashback, so... Yeah, I just normally don't bother showing it, because it's really simple to, like, put the thing in the right place. Not worth the effort of switching the screens, but... Saying that without context is funny. I had painkiller because my head hurt and stomach hurt. It wasn't bad for us. And then I remember my water bottle was upstairs, so because I was gonna have them downstairs, and I remember my water bottle was upstairs, like right here, so I just had some painkiller on stream. But it's technically drugs, so. I got my hair stuck in my headphones. That hasn't happened in ages, and that's funny because I don't even have that much hair. I need a haircut. Also, recently I was thinking about getting my ears pierced. It was a very spur of the moment, like, thinking about, because I was out with my friends and we were looking at snake rings. For some reason I love snake rings. And we went in like a jewelry store, and then I was like, I kind of want to get my ears pierced, and my friends were like, do it, and I was like, maybe not, because I have literally never thought about getting my ears pierced before today, so I'm gonna think on it a little bit, but I think I might get my ears pierced at some point. I haven't got my ears pierced, and I kind of want to start wearing earrings. I, for some reason, really like wearing jewelry, but like random jewelry. Especially it has snakes on it. I don't know why. I blame my mother because she likes snake things. Alright then, Ernest, we've established you entered the university grounds. Then what? Is this strictly necessary? I mean, are my movements in the lead up to the theft really important? I might. I don't know if I will, but I might. And like, I have high pain tolerance, so I probably won't be that, like, it probably won't hurt that much. Well, it will hurt, but like, I won't care that much when I get it done. But the thing is, I know if I get my ears pierced, I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna get like I kind of want to get my nose and maybe my lip pierced, but that also feels like a bit much. I don't know. I'll just see how it goes. I might talk to my mom about it at some point and be like, hey, I want to get my ears pierced, and she'd be like, who are you and what have you done with my child? And I'll be like, I like jewelry. Wouldn't it be better to go straight to the scene of the crime and investigate there first? No, I have a feeling that understanding your movements is the way to go. Is there anything more to it than a feeling, miss? Yeah. I more just never really wanted to wear much jewelry before, and now I'm starting to like it, so it's not like I ever thought there was anything bad about it, I just never got my ears pierced. Don't worry, Ernest, trust your instincts, or more precisely, trust mine. I do at one point really want to dye my hair, but I don't know when or how or just anything. So for now it's staying brown, but I think it'd be really funny if one day I dyed my hair and just didn't tell anyone and just showed up on stream one day with like blue hair. I think that would be a little bit funny. I see, it's your instincts are guiding you. Alright then, I will. I'm sure your instincts won't let me down. Thank you. So then, what did you do next? Oh, wait a minute, I just spotted another policeman over there. You mean that man? Yes, that's him. He's one of the Inspector Hastings men. What if it was him? One of Inspector Hastings' men. We haven't even seen him yet, but what if it was him? Like, the kind of jewelry I like is like silly jewelry. Like, when I say silly, I just mean kind of just. Like, I just wear a bunch of snake rings, like. And. I'd probably get some snake earrings to match it, and. I'd just wear whatever I felt like, to be honest. It's kind of fun just wearing random stuff and expressing myself. Really? So he's a detective, is he? Yes, DC Booker. Oh, we have heard of him before, I think. I think that his name is. I don't think it's DC Booker, because he's actually relevant in the current story, because he can't be in prison. Let's hope he doesn't book you then. Gosh, yes, I don't want that. Let's hide so he doesn't notice me. Don't be daft, Ernest. We should use this opportunity to ask him how his investigation is progressing. You don't mean you're actually going to go speak to him, are you? Of course. If we just keep loitering and giving him furtive glances, he'll definitely think we're suspicious. Well, alright then. Yeah, I don't think it's him then, because we know him in the current story, and he wouldn't be a police officer if he stole stuff. Good day to you, detective. Hello. Wait, don't I know you, young man? Let me see. Yes, you fit the description here in my notes perfectly. Ernest Greaves, I believe? And you are... Where is it now? The prime suspect. No, I mean, yes, I am Ernest Greaves, but I was released earlier due to lack of evidence. Ah, yes, it does mention that here, actually. Phew, I'm glad your notes are up to date, officer. Probably. We just got the flashback to, like, when you left, we got the flashback to when she first met Hastings, and he was just like, if you have a problem with how the police do things, follow the proper procedure and solve this puzzle. Never go anywhere about my notebook. Yes, I see there are a number of other suspects in this case. Really? I didn't know that. It says here that a number of other researchers were competing with Ohm in his field. We believe, what do we believe? Ah, yes. We believe that it might be a case of a rival academic trying to discredit the professor. So does that mean I'm off the hook? No, that's just one possibility. You're still firmly in the picture, I'm afraid. If you're in my notebook, you're still a suspect. Oh. I see, yes, a world-famous professor would inevitably have rivals in his field, I suppose. He didn't give us a puzzle. You're incorrect. So let's carry on tracing your movements, Ernest. Did you enter the building next? No, I didn't do that. I stared at the wall. Really, you didn't go into the main building, even on your first day? No, you see, when I'd come this far, I suddenly caught a wonderful floral whiff and wandered off. Okay, in search of the flowers that had made it. You let the smell of flowers divert your attention, you mean? Yes, that's right. I just popped over to that flower bed over there to have a little look. Yep, you have to solve the medical puzzles. Just to get into medical school, you just have to... They just present you with, like, the operation game, and they're like, if you complete that, they're like, right, you're qualified. Well, following your footsteps, it looks like we better pop over to it again. It's just over there on the side of the building. Okay. Following Miss Layton's instructions, we started to carry out our investigation by retracing my steps that day. We relived everything that I had done that fateful morning, up until the point when I was accused of stealing Dr. Ohm's work. Clue number 2, and it's even been an hour. Remember sometimes it takes us an hour to get our first clue? Rivals in the same field. But... there are many competing researchers working in the same field as Dr. Ohm. It's possible the theft of his data could be the work of a jealous rival. Let's save the game, because we haven't done that in a hot minute. It's weird not having Charles in this case, because this is before we met the talking dog. These butterflies are cute. So this is where Scent led you to. They are beautiful flowers, aren't they? Rather, it's a marvellous display, isn't it? Such a lot of different variations of rose. Yes, so you came here to the flower bed, then what? Well, I still admired the flowers for a little while. Alright then. What if the thief jumped out of the window into the flower bed? Alright then, I'll just stand and admire the flowers for a little while too. Ah yes, I see. You're trying to get inside my head, aren't you? Become the suspect, as it were. So you can see how to prove my innocence. Not really, I just like flowers. Classic Katrielle moment. Oh. They're very splendid. Every flower is in full bloom, and they smell divine. Earnestly, you're right. We're staring at the flowers. It's not me, remember? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Gosh. Hi, Pokemon. Welcome to the stream. Well, I think we should investigate the area while we're here. That way we can enjoy the flowers a little longer. It's not him, I don't think, because we see him in the future. Unless it was like 2 years and he's already served his prison sentence or something. Flowers. We're meant to look at the flowers. That's a butterfly, but it's got a hint coin. Okay, I didn't know butterflies carried coins. You're not a flower, but I'll speak to you, I guess. Oh, that's presumably one of my fellow students over there. He seems to be muttering about himself to something. I remember he was suspicious in the wind stealing from the bank case. I think his entire purpose is to be suspicious, so I don't think it's him. How did I mess up so badly? 3 out of 10? What a rubbish score. Still, no one needs to know, and no one will. Not the way I disposed of my answer sheet. I really should study next time, huh? We're on clue 2. It's not him. He's sighing constantly. I wonder what the problem is. Yes, I wonder. Flowers. Oh no, the flower bed's gonna give me a puzzle. That's what the question mark always means. This is a rather rare variety, actually. It's a real pig to grow. Oh, you know about flowers, do you? Is that your field? No, it's just a hobby of mine, really. Actually, I know a rather fun puzzle. The flower bed is not giving me the puzzle, Ernest is. Rather fun puzzle about flowers, do you know it? Well, it's puzzle time, puzzle time, puzzle time. Some mysterious flowers are growing with petals that change colour when you touch them. Each flower has 5 petals, and any petals that are connected by a strand are the same colour. Each flower needs to have 5 different colours, not including white. Touch a petal to cycle through the different colours. Petals that have a colour from the beginning cannot be changed. Okay. Oh god. This is a lot. Green. Blue. Green. Red. Purple. What colours do I not have? Green. But that one's green. Ah, I've done it all wrong. Okay, I just want to start it again. Okay. So for this one we need red and purple. Okay. And for this one we need blue. Blue works there. and green. Green does work there. And for this one we need, I don't remember what colours we have, so I just keep saying we need this colour, and then I, bye Rachel. Purple? I mean, that works there. Green. Green. I mean, that all works. What colour doesn't? That one can have quite a lot of colours, so. Purple. But it already has purple. So that one's. My brain hurts, guys. So if we do. This one can be. Okay, so we need this one to be blue. No, my brain hurts, so I need to restart. Okay, let's try starting from here instead. Okay, so we need green. And purple. But it can't be there, so we do the purple one there. I wish I was like to restart one flower because my brain gets overwhelmed. Okay. And I think going from there to there, the rest will be correct, probably. So we need red and purple. Blue, that does work. Green, that doesn't work. Okay, so now this one needs to be blue. And then this one needs to be... What colour do we not have? Green, that works. Okay. And this one has to be... whatever the last colour is. Red. No, it's not red. Blue. Okay. Green? No. Yellow? That yellow works. We need red here. I didn't realise red would be the first colour. Okay. And then... we just need green. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colours. Different colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colours. 1, 2, 3. That looks correct.
I see how to solve this now.
Woo, we did it.
Puzzles are made for solving.
I think there was just so much going on it overwhelmed my brain a little bit, but I got it. I need to go to the toilet, so I'm gonna be right back. I don't have a stream thingy page, but if I just this will do. Aggressively plays Persona 5 music. BRB. It feels wrong to tell yourself, so we're gonna let it finish. I just finished the first jail in okay, the song ended. I finished the first jail in 25 Strikers like the other day, and that was the soundtrack for that, and because I finished it, that means I don't get to hear that soundtrack at the OST anymore. So I finished the first jail, and now I see the second jail's OST, which is still a bop, but just not as much. And I miss listening to that while I'm running about, actually running into all the enemies because I'm terrible at stealth. That's what I miss, Layton. I say, you solved that very quickly, didn't you? I have an knack for puzzles. I haven't found one yet that I couldn't solve. Gosh, how wonderful. You don't believe me, do you? Not at all. I mean, I do believe you, of course. Well, anyway, they really are spectacular roses, aren't they? Definitely, you don't often see such a beautiful display. Someone has obviously worked very hard indeed to nurse them to their full glory like this. And we're enjoying them at just the right time. They're at their peak now. Guys, I don't think the drugs helped. I'm still in pain, but I'm okay. I forgot to read. Just think I could have missed this if I hadn't followed my nostrils. It must be my lucky day. Your lucky day? Aren't you forgetting that you've been accused of theft? You're a little odd, Ernest, aren't you? Odd, miss? Am I? Oh. What's the third clue? Ernest is odd. I don't think that's the third clue. I think the third clue is something like, oh my god, flowers. After the stream, though, I will lay down. Stunning roses! I'll lay down and play Persona 5 Strikers or watch some Third Life, I don't know. One of the two. The roses in the beds of the Gresson Heller campus are magnificent, and their scent distracted fresher Ernest from entering the faculty building. We're getting clues really quickly. We've got 3 clues and we're just only an hour into the stream. So we've enjoyed some pretty flowers. Let's get back to retracing your steps. After Senator joined you here, you'd gazed at the flowers for a while. What did you do next? Oh, well, you see, I went a bit closer to the flowers and, yeah, she went a little closer, like this. Careful, miss! Sorry? Don't step any closer, then that is dangerous. There's goat poo on the floor. Yeah, I'm just built different. Goat poo? I'm a speedrunner, for real, for real. Ooh, that was close. I nearly trod in it. You couldn't miss for the first time. He don't even work for her at this point in time. So far all I have is that the guy jumped out the window, the person I think who did it jumped out of the window into the flower bed to cushion his fall. Or their fall. The, professor didn't like, his paper, but didn't want to admit that, so hid it and shredded it up and, is framing it as a fact because the professor couldn't think of anything, so no, wait, I've got it. That was just a like arrangement of thoughts. I've got it now. I've got it. Okay, so the way to say it clearly is that the professor never wrote the paper. The paper doesn't exist because he couldn't figure it out, but he didn't want to admit that to his rivals. So he said it was stolen and blamed Ernest because I guess Ernest just happened to be nearby. I mean, I'm okay stepping in poo. Well, not okay with it. Like, no one wants to step in poo. I just don't really care. You and your farm. Old MacCooper had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a goat, E-I-E-I-O. Yes, I did tread in it earlier. Oh no! Oh yes. You are unlucky, aren't you? What's all this goat poo doing here anyway? A goat ate the paper! It was a goat. I mean, that's a plausible theory. I mean, case 2, case 3, it was the parrot, so it could be a goat. Well, you see, they keep goats here on campus. There's a little goat shed just a bit further on. You know your way around very well for someone on their first day. That's because after I trodden in the poo, I went looking for somewhere to wash off my shoe. I came across the goat shed then, you see. I wanted to sing that for so long, and then I just remembered wanting to make that joke for once while actually streaming, and you mentioned the goats, so it was perfect. I've been meant to be preparing to sing that for like at least a week or 2. That's how sad my life is. Yeah, the goat did it. I mean, my other theory was plausible, but that was just going off random words because we hadn't been given many clues. Well, we have 3 clues, but there hasn't been much stuff pointing at anyone or anything, or... Oh, so that's where you went next, is it? You really were determined not to actually go into the faculty building, weren't you? I'm a bad student. He's a bad boy. Well, come along then. Let's go over to this goat shed. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment. My terrible bad luck had led me into a pile of goat poo. Was that really relevant to Miss Layton's investigation? I couldn't hide my doubts, but nevertheless, I took her onto the goat shed. We're gonna go see some goats. For Cooper to see goats, he just needs to look out his window or something. Goats! I love goats, though. Here we are, miss. This is the goat shed. Oh yes, they really do have goats. Listen to them bleating, they're adorable. It was her. I mean, what? She's covering for the goat. They already did that in case 3 though, someone covering for the animal doing something. Oh hello, you're the fresher with the pooey shoe, aren't you? Did you manage to get it clean? Yes, thank you. You saved me a lot of embarrassment by letting me wash it off here. Hello, I'm Katrielle. You're responsible for looking after the goats, are you? Oh, hi there, I'm Billy. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm a student at the university, but these goats are part of my studies. I'm researching goat behavior, you see. Don't ask me what this accent is, I have no idea. Yeehaw. So that's why you have goats on campus? It feels more like London Zoo than London University just here, doesn't it? Haha, it's really great actually. You're welcome to hang around for a while, if you like. It's a really good way to wind down. Thank you. There's something therapeutic about watching the animals going about their business, isn't there? When I was washing off my shoes before, I found myself a little mesmerized, actually. I just stood and gazed at them for ages. Yes, I know what you mean. They somehow make all your thoughts of anything else vanish from your mind. What am I doing here again? ... Oh, what are we doing? We're supposed to be investigating the case. Gosh, yes, I forgot all about it. You've been leading me up the garden path since we got here, Ernest. If only we had someone or something to take the lead and stop us getting astray. Well, surely we can manage. Let's get back on the track now and start tailing the Ernest of this morning again. We're gonna investigate the goat. Hello, goat. Okay, good. The goat isn't giving us the puzzle. That's good. Look at this one, Miss Layton. It's such a sweetie. Oh, watch him. He'll eat absolutely anything he will. Like the papers. It was the goat. Really? Yikes. He looks like he was just about to nibble my finger. I don't think he'd go for human flesh, don't worry. Yeah, the goat should give me a puzzle. But he'll have the morning paper out of your hand if you let him get too close. Maybe we're meant to think it's the goat, because this seems a little bit too obvious now, but I still think it could be the goat. So it's paper, and it was a research paper. Really? He eats paper? Actually, I think I've read the goats do that, yes. It's not really very good for them, so I don't allow it, but some students think it's funny to feed it to them anyway. Okay, no, a student wanted to... Oh, the thief was like, haha, I have the paper. I don't want anyone to see the paper, because I'm a rival. And so then they saw the goat, and they went, goat, eat this, please. And the goat was like, and then the paper was gone. Or maybe it was Billy who stole the research paper because she doesn't like his research. So then she fed it to the goat to destroy it, but she didn't want to hurt her goat. So maybe it's not Billy. On purpose, you mean? Yeah, if they do badly in a test, for example, they might feed their score sheets to them. I stop them if I'm here, but I can't be watching all the time. Gosh, what rollers? Thank you. I'm incredible. I'm amazing. I can't bow very well. And you can confirm that that's how goats act because you have pet goats. Okay, we've investigated the goat. It's already talked to her. Hint coin. Oh yes, a large fork. That must be what the goats eat with. Don't look so horrified, I'm joking. I know goats can't pick up cutlery. Straw. Okay, maybe we'll speak to her. She's got a puzzle for us! Yeah, I don't think it's Billy. I just threw that out there for like 3 seconds. I was like, wait, she seems to care too much about the goat. To feed it paper, that's not good for it. It looks like a lot of work caring for these goats. Yes, well, any living thing takes a lot of looking after. Oh, and there was this tricky situation a while ago as well. Puzzle time. As you can, it's better I show the top screen actually this time. Okay, as you can see in the picture, there is a 3x4 grid inside the fence. Each square within the grid can use one fence per side. What is the least amount of fences required to separate the goats from each other? The goats can go anywhere, but there cannot be more than one goat per square. Or do you just have one really long fence? Like, one really long fence like this. That one's just a really long. This one's just a really long fence. So 4? Does the fence have to be? I'm gonna read the rules. There's a 3x4 grid inside the fence. Each square within the grid can use one fence per side. This can't be a really long fence. Yeah, it does remind me of YouTube thumbnails. So true. I'm just drawing on the bottom screen with the thing. So so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll try 7.
I have a feeling that perhaps
No, okay.
that wasn't right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
You know the goats don't all have to have the same size enclosure. Yes, that's what I did. I didn't make an enclosure for the final one. I just put the final one on the outside. Shut up. You're an owl. What I was doing was, 1, 2 for one goat. 1, 2 for another goat. That's 4. 1, 2, third goat. Which takes us to 6. 7. Fifth goat. I mean, fourth goat. And the fifth goat goes there, but apparently no. It doesn't say they can just be like really long fences though. Inside the fence, the fence, not the fence. Yeah, that feels like the least amount. Oh guys, that means it's probably less than 7, so let's just do every number from 7. That's a joke, but there is a 3x4 grid inside the fence. Each square within the grid can use one fence per side. Or maybe we can have a really long fence? Maybe maybe let's try a really long fence and see if that's allowed. So if we let's just say this is one fence. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 goats, 5. 5th goat goes there. 4? I guess we can try it. 4. That is the most beautiful 4 I have ever seen.
If you'll entertain my idea here.
It's not 4. Okay. The really long fence is not a really long fence. Okay. Yes, I know you have to be the same size enclosure. I've been doing that from the start, you stupid game. Okay. We got this, don't worry. Maybe if I... So that's... Put 1 goat there. That doesn't work, because there'll be more than 1 goat in places. But we can try... 3.
I have a feeling that perhaps...
No, okay. No fences. They ate the fences. That's the answer. You know. No, I don't want hints. It's probably something really, 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 really stupid. It's a 0, right? I'm surprised it detected any number for that. Oh.
I have a feeling that
The fences were imaginary. No, okay, it's not 0. I didn't think it would be 0. I just... Knowing Layton, it could have been. What if the, what if it's a really long fence that is diagonal? I don't know how that helps. But... And then another really long diagonal. I said another really long diagonal. But then there's always gonna be 1 goat that's like in the same area. Because it's not 3. Because we tried 3. Oh well. Time to go through the letters the numbers we haven't tried yet. I didn't say letters. 6.
I have a feeling that perhaps Miss Layton would never have got that wrong.
This game is stupid. We've tried 5, I think. 2?
I have a feeling that perhaps that wasn't right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
If it's more than 7, then the game's just wrong and I've outsmarted the game, but... I tried 5 before. I don't think anyone actually remembers. We're gonna try 5. There's a beautiful 5. What do you mean 8?
So, in conclusion...
Okay, it's 5.
That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
By leaving... But I did... One, 2, 3, 4, I swear I did that, but... What? Leaving and go outside the enclosure. You guys want to stare at the answer? But if you go outside the enclosure, you can reduce the number of fences needed. Mind you, economizing on fences like this might mean you have a runaway goat on your hands. This is so stupid. Why? Like, not even. Half the time, there's just stuff, like, it makes sense, so no one's gonna think that. I don't like this game. I never want to talk to you again, Billy. Yup, that's how we had to resolve it. But you see what I mean? Yes, I see. Seems like really hard work indeed. So she let a goat run away? That what she's saying? Goats eat a lot for their size, so you have to feed them regularly. Which means that a lot comes out of the other end, if you know what I mean. I have a big job cleaning up all the big jobs. I see, they certainly need good amount of care and attention, don't they? Yes, it's a lot of work, but the goats are really important to us. Not just as part of the research program, either. We use their manure as fertilizer all over the campus. Really? So, those wonderful blooms are thanks to these little creatures I would never have guessed. The goats come in useful in unexpected ways, I see. Yes, they do, and they're very popular with students, actually, and with professors. Loads of students come here to see how they're getting on. And Dr. Ohm, you know, the plant genetics guy, he likes to come too. Maybe he did feed his paper to the goat. Really, Dr. Ohm? Yeah, I think that he finds it helps clear his mind when he's focusing too hard on his research. So he finds it relaxing to watch the goats as well, just like we do? That's a clue. I think he fed his papers to the goat because he wasn't happy with it. That's clue number... something, I think number 4? Adorable goats! The best clue. The goats in Gresson Hellet Goat Shed are kept for research purposes, but they're so cute, everyone loves them. Students and professors alike often come to spend time watching the animals as they feed and play. Right, I think we've looked at the goats for long enough now. So you'd be looking at the flowers, you trod into some goat poo, you came here to wash it off, and then you stayed and watched the goats for a while. What did you do after that? After that, Oh yes, that's right, the cat. The cat? First a goat, then a cat? Yes, I was about to head back to the factory building when a cat jumped across my path, so I ran after it. Don't tell me you were still wound up even after the flowers and the goats, so you wanted to stroke a furry feline to calm yourself down. No, I was worried that it might be lost, so I thought I should try and catch it and take it back to its owner. Oh, aren't you sweet? Gosh, well, So, where did the cat chase take you? Actually, it ran back towards the roses, so I followed it, hit there. Alright then, so it's back to the flower beds where we were before, let's go. One of these days we might actually get to the scene of the crime. Yeah, one of these days. Miss Layton seemed frustrated that my movements earlier that day were apparently getting us nowhere fast, but in fact an unforeseen turn of events was soon to lead us into the crime scene. Interesting. This is where I followed the cat to these roses again. And you caught the cat here? Well, I did pick it up in my arms, but it managed to wriggle free again. I obviously flustered it because it jumped straight through the open window inside the building. That one on the right. On the right, there you mean. And did you go after it again? Well, I was worried it might damage something inside, so I climbed up to look through the window. This is why I've been seen looking suspicious. But then I slipped and fell headlong inside myself. It's because of the beautiful roses growing right next to the windowsill. I was being so careful not to trample them, I got myself into a funny position and, well, it made me go sort of oopsie-daisy right into the room. And the room happens to be Dr. Ohm's laboratory. So, you fell into Dr. Ohm's laboratory from the window. Is that about the size of it? Yes, exactly. It was simply an unfortunate accident that I ended up in there at all. Then as I was rubbing my head after it had taken a knock, someone who I presumed was a student came into the room. The cat immediately shot out of the open door into the corridor before you could blink. No one else saw it. So when I told people I'd been chasing a cat, everyone thought I was lying. I see, and that's how you came to be a suspect? Yes, they thought I was a burglar, so then I had to be questioned by the police. Finally, then, we've reached the scene of the crime. I see how your movements this morning led you here now. Well, Miss Layton, do you think you can prove my innocence? Calm down, we only have 4 clues. All I think I can prove at the moment is that you're incredibly unlucky. Oh, I think everyone knows that already. But you have had one stroke of luck today, Ernest. It's meeting me. What's that? You met me. Don't worry, I'll work something out, probably. I do hope you can, miss. Why don't we take a closer look at the window, which you have managed to oopsie-daisy your way through. Was this window the oopsie-daisy window? Seems like it was. Okay. This is the window, isn't it? The one by which the cat and then you entered the laboratory? Yes, it was open as a sliver and the cat squeezed through. Alright then, let's follow in your footsteps and squeeze in as well. Wait, we can't do that, Miss Layton. Why not? Because you can't climb into rooms through windows. But if we're following your footsteps, we have to. Yes, I understand, but we could get in more trouble. The police might start saying that you're a thief as well. I suppose you do have a point. So what do you suggest? We go around and in through the main entrance? That seems a bit dull. Katrielle, I think dull might be for the best, miss. Just this once. Oh, imagine going through into a room the normal way. Following in my earlier footsteps, we'd finally arrived at the scene of the crime after a long and a lot of towing and throwing. We would soon be in Dr. Ohm's laboratory where the truth behind this case would be revealed, or so I hoped. Yep, we're finally going inside the building. There's the cat! Ah, cat. Yes, windows over doors. Oh, this place really hasn't changed at all. Done it, Miss Layton. I finally properly entered Earnestly University. This is the first time properly entering. God. Not through a window, but actually through the door. I think you might be alone in your excitement about this, Ernest. So, let's find our way to Dr. Ohm's laboratory, shall we? Time's of the essence. Meow meow. Meow. Woo. Boy, you two! I don't know what kind of voice that was. Oh no, it's him again. Who's him, eh? The cat's mother? It's Inspector Hastings to you, Sunshine. Hello, Inspector. I think we just saw your cat, actually. Is that why you're here? Have you lost it? Are you trying to be funny, miss? I'm investigating the case, as you very well know. Yes, of course. The case of Dr. Ohm's stolen research paper. Have you discovered any new information? No, we haven't got anything. We haven't got any new leads yet. We're just... Hang on, why am I telling you anything? Keep your nose out of police business. And I thought I heard you there for a moment. You think I'd fall for a cheap chick like that? You'll be lucky. I thought I told you to go home back at the yard, didn't I? So what are you doing here? But we're also investigating the case. I thought I could prove that Ernest was innocent. Innocent? Good luck with that. This laddie is the prime suspect. But I really didn't do it. There's no point keeping up the pretense, Sunshine. Ohm himself has made a statement saying he's sure you're the culprit. You're the only one who could have done it. Dr. Ohm? He thinks I'm guilty too? Anyway, the prof's lab is off limits, you hear? From now on, no one goes in there without permission. Can I have permission then? Come on, go. Let's just ignore the police officers, you know? But, Inspector, we won't be able to... Dot, 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 dot. Very well. Good, I'm glad we understand each other. Now clear off, you're getting under my feet here. I suppose we'll just have to give up then. Katrielle Layton doesn't give up. And Greaves, don't go off on any unannounced holidays. We'll be waiting for you down the yard again before long. Can I just clarify something, Inspector? You said that people without permission weren't allowed into the laboratory, didn't you? So presumably if you had permission, you'd be granted entry. Yeah, obviously, but the prime suspect and our related members of the public aren't going to get it. I'm in charge, so what I say goes. All very clear, thank you. Come along then, Ernest. What's she planning? Where are we going, miss? Just follow me. Believe me, a single woman living alone in London doesn't let little things like this stop them. Oh, alright then. I did say I trust you, so... I thought Inspector Hastings' appearance was going to put a stop to our investigation there and then, but Miss Layton wasn't giving up. She seemed to have a plan. I resolved again to put my faith in her, and followed as she walked away. Where are we going, miss? We need to get permission to enter the lab. As it happens, I was coming here today to meet someone who may be able to help us in that regard. I'm sure he'll say we're allowed into the lab. Really? But I thought Mr. Hastings was the one in charge. Problem is where to find him. Perhaps we should ask the detective over there if he's seen him. Oh yes, alright. Excuse me, DC Booker, could I ask you something? I wonder if you've seen Dean Delmona around anywhere? The Dean? Well, according to my notes here, yes, I was looking for him. It seems I wanted to ask him some questions, but apparently he's off campus. Oh dear, off campus? Do you happen to know where he's gone? Scotland Yard, as far as I know, to meet with Inspector Hastings. But Inspector Hastings is here. Oh, but we just saw the inspector inside. They obviously missed each other then. Yes, I'll just note that down. Well, it looks like we'll have to head back to Scotland Yard ourselves then. We have to find the Dean. So, that's who you want to talk to about gaining entry to Dr. Ohm's laboratory? Yes, I need to discuss something with him. Gosh, I can't believe you know the Dean, Miss Layton. That's amazing. He's been the head of Gresson Heller University for donkey's years. He must be one of the most famous people in London. Actually, it's my father who knows the Dean, really, not me. Your father? Been learning more about her father? Like, I know who her father is and stuff, obviously, but I haven't played other Layton games, so I know, like, nothing about him. I'll explain some other time for now. We must hurry back to Scotland Yard. Yes, you're quite right. We don't want to end up passing each other as well. No, so let's get a move on. Together we hurried back to Scotland Yard. I was still rather amused by Miss Layton's acquaintance with the Dean. How did this young detective woman come to know one of the country's most prominent scholars? Because she's built different, that's how. We need to go to Scotland Yard. I'm going to save the game quickly because we haven't done that in a hot minute. Reception area. Now then, where is he? Oh, there he is, over there. Oh yes, it really is him. Have you ever met him before, Ernest? No, never. At the welcome ceremony, he was just a little dot up on the stage at the front of the hall. Gosh, my palms are sweating. I mean, am I really about to meet the most important person in the whole of Grensula? No time for nerves, come along. Oh yeah, we met this guy, didn't we? In like one of the other video streams. And she was like, oh yeah, I remember you from this university. Hello, Dean. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Katrielle, Layton. Well, bless my cotton socks. It most certainly has been a long time. How are you, my girl? Very well, thank you. You haven't changed at all. Haha, tell me. How's your father? I haven't seen him in a while, actually, either. No, he's gone missing. What? Missing? Yes, they're looking into it here at Scotland Yard as it happens, but nothing yet. Her father went missing? What? Okay. Like, I assume it's happened like at least a year before the events of the game. So, is her father still missing? What? We're getting the law. That's actually why I wanted to see you. Do you know where he might have gone? I've absolutely no idea. I'm terribly sorry, Katrielle. I wish I could be more helpful. Still, I wouldn't worry about old Herschel. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's perfectly fine. No doubt he'll show up again soon enough, as if nothing had happened. Yes, I'm sure you're right. You know, I'm glad I bumped into you, actually. My granddaughter has just sent me another puzzle in the post, but I can't for the life of me see how to solve it. Would you mind having a look at it? Oh no, that looks complicated. The professor has written a sum on the board, but it doesn't make any sense. Can apparently be fixed by adding a curvy line to one location, but which curvy line is the right one? Bear in mind there's no need to rotate the line in question. You just have to... You use it just how it is already displayed. That's the thing that's on the top screen. Okay, 100 minus 4 equals 0, 0. Well, 96 is 100 minus 4. 100 plus 4 would be... 104. And 100 times 4 would be, 400. And then 100 divided by 4 would be 25. And none of that seems to make sense. So it might not be something we have to do to the, Wait, a line in the, If one of the squiggly lines, let's take this one, goes through... I can draw. I can very muchly draw. The squiggly lines goes through, goes through here like that. That's like, it doesn't equal. I'm not sure which one it would be, because, like, theoretically any of those ones would work with that, but I'd say D.
This is an interesting one.
Yep, it's D.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Well, we got it. We got it in the wrong way, but this is like in maths when you, like, wrong solution, correct answer. It does not look like a 96. Like, it does if I look hard enough, but it just looks like two balls and a line. Actually, it looks like something else, but, put PG. The answer to the sum is 96. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, I knew exactly what the solution was. I got the right answer with the wrong method. It's incredible, really. Of course, that's how it's done. Well, thank you, Katrielle. I won't have to disappoint my little angel now. What a relief. Glad to have been of assistance. Tufa? I didn't say it, so, you're not actually disappointed in me. I actually came here to Scotland Yard to meet with the Inspector Hastings, but I can't find the man anywhere. That's because he's at the university, I'm afraid. Oh, you mean we just missed each other, did we? How irritating. I hear there's been an incident on campus, a theft. Yes, a nasty business. That's what I'd come to talk to the inspector about. I'd like to ask for your permission to investigate the case myself, Dean. You, Katrielle? You? Yes, I'll get to the bottom of it. But the police are already well underway with their investigation. I'm aware of that. But I think perhaps a different perspective might be called for. I may be able to see things in a way police can't. Alright then, I can't really see any harm in it, I'll allow it. If you've your father's crime-solving skills, no doubt you'll see to the heart of the matter in an instant. Thank you. So you'll permit us in Dr. Ohm's laboratory, I presume, to see the crime? Yes, yes, of course. You have free reign of the entire university of this, Katrielle. Wonderful, in that case we'll be getting straight down to business. Good luck. I'd like this cleared up as soon as possible. The reputation of the university will suffer if this drags on. Okay, now we go back to the university. I'd say that was a Beezer. Double Beezer. You were chatting with Dean as if you were old friends. And more importantly, he's given us permission we need to investigate the laboratory. Yes, Inspector Hastings won't be able to turn us away now. No, he won't, so let's go back in there and rub his extra large nose in it. Okay. So we managed to obtain permission we need to investigate Dr. Ohm's laboratory and investigate. I was as perplexed as ever by Miss Layton, especially after the familiar tone she seemed able to adopt with Dean... We saved the game. Let's go back to the bike and then back to the university. Move. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, here we are then. Dr. Ohm's laboratory is just up ahead. Oh, look, miss, there he is, Inspector Hastings. Not you two again, I've had just about enough of your sauce, alright? You're not coming in here, and that's vinyl. Actually, it's not. We have permission to investigate in the laboratory now. In fact, we have permission to do whatever we deem necessary for inquiries. Come again. Let's try that again. Come on, do you think I was born yesterday? And who gave you permission, eh? Because it certainly wasn't me. Dean Delmona authorized it personally. Eh, the Dean? Presumably, you're not going to float his authority? I don't. Dean Delmona said it was alright. Go on then, in you go. Thank you, Inspector. Come along, Ernest. Oh, yes. Do excuse us, Inspector. I don't know what the Dean's playing at. Letting you clowns investigate. This is highly irregular. Because we're built different. Even Inspector Hastings' powers to stop us. Now we had Dean Delmona's permission. I waited with bated breath to see what miraculous deduction Miss Layton would be able to make at the scene of the crime. Oh, we're going into Dr. Ohm's office. This is it, miss. The research laboratory of the highly regarded Dr. Jean Ohm. Isn't this exciting? So this is where the incident took place, and you got in here through the window over there, was it? That's right. That was the window I was peering in through when I slipped and fell inside with an oopsie daisy. Didn't I mention that? You did. And that presumably Dr. Ohm over there? According to Inspector Hastings, he accused you of the crime? Gosh, I idolise the man, but he thinks I'm a criminal. Well, I think we should start by interviewing him. Excuse me, Dr. Ohm. Who are you? I'm Katrielle Layton. Dean Delmona has given us permission to investigate the theft of the research papers. It's a disgrace, I tell you, and... Wait, you're the young chap who took them! No, I assure you, Professor. I've been wrongly accused. I didn't do it. What are you even doing here? Didn't they take you back to Scotland Yard? They did, but they had to let me go because they didn't have enough evidence to hold me. Clearly Ernest here was acting suspiciously, and did enter the laboratory through a window, but he is not the culprit. I intend to clear Ernest's name by finding the true thief and bringing him or her to justice. We'll need to make a thorough search of this laboratory in order to gather supporting evidence. I don't know what you think you'll be able to find, but if the Dean's giving you his permission, I can't stop you. Be my guest. Just don't upset any of my experiments. Thank you. We'll try not to take too much of your time. It's the window. Oh, look, there's a fine view of the rose bed out of the window. Ah, you've noticed the roses, have you? I'll say they're simply spiffing. Aren't they? I often stop and gaze out the window at them. Who tends to the flowers, Dr. Owen? I don't really know, to be honest. I hear some of the students manage the gardens around here. Gosh, that's very impressive. Flowers like that take an awful lot to look after. Yes, I should be thankful to the students, I suppose. Whenever I get a little fed up with my progress, I find those beautiful roses often cheer me up. So the view from your window helps you when you're writing papers, you mean? The view from the window. That's a clue, apparently. We got the 5th clue, I think. Yeah, 5th. We're 1 clue away from being done. From his lab window, Owen has a prime view of the flower beds. The university students tend... The professor claims it helps him think when planning his research. I think either the goat got into the office or he fed it to the goat because he wasn't done, or he just... because he wasn't done with it and didn't like his work, or he never finished it. One of the 3. I know 3 theories, there's a lot of theories, but... We found a fashion farthing! We can get another outfit at the end of the stream! Oh my god, we can find another outfit for Katrielle to be in. She's been in this one for like 4 streams. That's why Owen's desk is inevitably tidy, isn't it? A far cry from a certain other Gren Hessler's professors, that's for sure. A certain others, sorry? Never mind. It's just that you generally think of academics as being too engrossed in their work to care about keeping their things in order. Excuse me, I don't know what other academics you know, but I'll thank you not to tar me with the same brush. Oh, sorry, I didn't think you could hear me. I'm clean and tidy by nature. I can't relax unless I have everything in order. It's really quite simple. You put things away after you finished using them, and you put rubbish in the bin. When you've finished with documents, you put them in the goat. You dispose of them promptly. He disposed of them in the goat. He was like, here you go, goat, and the goat was like, I don't know what I'm doing today. You can't write a coherent paper about anything if you're surrounded by mess. Stairs in my room. Maybe this is why my story is progressing so quietly. I mean, so slowly. Those are words. I can speak. I'm so... My brain is so here today. My brain definitely isn't a million miles away. Okay. That's what I believe anyway. That's why I keep things neat and tidy. I see, so that's how the Great Professor works. Fascinating. Is there anything over here? I mean, it's something. It's not like anything of importance, but it is something. Stepping stool. He used stepping stool to feed the paper to the goat. Oh, there's a hidden puzzle. Of course, there's a hidden puzzle. This is Dr. Holmes' research equipment. I'm sure it's the very best, probably rather expensive. Do you think he ever drops things when he's conducting experiments? Chemicals and things, I mean? Oh yes, I'm afraid that does happen, like this. Okay, I need to go to the toilet again. We're gonna do the puzzle in a minute. We're just gonna pause that, and then we're going to find a different song, I guess. Give me a moment. Casually brings up the Team Skull theme.
What if you could do SEO smarter?
That's an advert. This is really professional. Fun fact, my end screen in my videos is the like music during it is Guzma's theme because I didn't know what to go for, so I just like Guzma because I love Team Skull. That was the Team Skull theme. I would have put on Persona music, but I wanted to put on Striker's music, and I don't know what the theme for the second jail's called, and I couldn't be asked to figure it out, so. But yeah. Because the, I know the theme for the first one's called, like, T Wonderland or something. It's like T Wonderland or something. But yeah, also I just want to say before I continue to stream, I said I might stream on my birthday, but however, I might instead go see the new Spider-Man film, because that comes around, the like, new Into the Spider-Verse film, because that comes out around my birthday, and, I might go see it with my dad, or I might do something with my family, but if I'm not doing anything on my birthday, then I'll stream. But if I am, then I won't. Yeah, Pokemon is less likely to get copyrighted than Persona, I think. None of my videos have gone copyrighted for the 6 seconds of Guzma you get at the end. A valuable bottle of medicine has slipped out of the boy's hand. Try to limit the damage by placing one piece of wood so that as little medicine spills on the floor as possible. Where would the best place be? Slide. This reminds me of like one of those weird game ads where you have to like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Look, we've got a plank of wood. No. Just stop it. I don't think that's what you're meant to do, but we need to like get that one and that one, because those ones aren't going directly into a thing. Because like that would work for that one, but that one on the other hand, huh? Hmm. Here's a little possible, not none. But this feels too obvious. What if this actually just is the answer? That would be funny. What if we just... We stop it there, but there's still that bit that will go there, and that spills even more. You know what, I'm just gonna try this. Why not? Might work. I don't think it will, but... It is right!
That's a relief.
I suggested that as a joke!
Sure.
Okay! Well then. The bottle was sealed shut at the start. There's no medicine that would spill. It's important to watch where you're going when carrying things. The cops really threw me off. I got it right first time. Gosh, I'm glad I managed to... I'm turning the volume down a bit. Gosh, I'm glad I managed to stop that substance going all over the floor, whatever it was. I hope I can work with Dr. Ohm one day. Proving you didn't steal his research data will be rather pivotal in realizing that wish, I think. Yes, of course. That wasn't even relevant to the case. This, however, probably isn't. Okay, this plant? Got a hint coin. The clock. The paper on the wall. The, that? Nope. The lights? Nope. I spoke to him directly. I don't know. Dr. Ohm, would you mind if I asked you 1 or 2 questions? If you must, I'm a very busy man, you know. Yes, tell me, why is it you've accused Ernest of stealing your papers? For crying out loud, he was seen climbing in through the window. You don't need to be Einstein to figure it out. Considering he's innocent, you, sir, are not Einstein. Sorry, Dr. Ohm, you're mistaken. That's right, miss. You set him straight. Ernest has admitted to entering the room through the window, but he didn't climb in. He fell in with an oopsie-daisy. I thought she's mad about. I don't think that's really relevant here, miss. Oh, really? But you kept mentioning it. I was in here just before you snuck through the window, and all my papers were accounted for then. I had an appointment, so I'd left the laboratory, but I made sure it was locked. Then just after you broke in, one of my students came and let himself in with a spare key. He saw you here, for goodness sake. And when I got back, the papers I'd left on my desk were gone. They can't just disappear into thin air, can they? Who else can be responsible but you? The student with the key? The goat had a key. I don't know, but... Just a moment, Dr. Ohm. You said you locked the door when you left the room, didn't you? What about the window? Didn't you lock that? I remember now. I actually saw Dr. Ohm opening the window while I was standing and admiring the roses outside. The same window that the cat jumped in through, I mean. I don't remember. I intended to lock the window too, but the point is, you don't expect people to go sneaking in through windows. The fact that you did just proves you were up to no good. Dr. Ohm, I wish you believed me. I don't think there's anything you could say to him at the moment that would change his mind, Ernest. We'll have to find irrevocable proof. Yes, I suppose so. Well, now that I've had a look around the laboratory for myself. Oh, have you managed to find the evidence we need, miss? I find that your actions are more and more suspicious, Ernest. Oh no. Not really. I was just pulling a leg. Gosh, I nearly fainted. Still, I can't find anything that really proves you're innocent. For the time being, you'll still be considered a suspect, I'm afraid. We need to find something that points to the true culprit. Just something, This is a real problem, this is. Dr. Ohm, what's wrong? I've been trying to carry on with this paper despite my important documents having been stolen, but without having them to refer to, I'm lost. I can't make head nor tail of what's written here. Oh dear. Would you let me have a look, Professor? You? But you're the thief! Well, why not? The way things are at the moment, it couldn't get any worse. Thank you. This is what's giving me trouble, you see? A puzzle. Okay. That one caught me off guard. Puzzle time again. To the letter. What symbol would be the letter on the left has been transformed into symbols on the right. Using the same rule, what symbol would the bottom letter turn into? Choosing from the 4 possible options? Huh? Oh, okay, got it. That's what we're looking at, and we have to see what one of these is. I still don't understand, but I like to pretend I do. There's only so much we can choose, so bottom one, X. V goes into an X if you turn it upside down. I'm using really dumb logic. Wait, so if I... Okay, so V goes into an X if you turn it upside down. So if we turn the V upside down, so that arrow will look like a V. So then we've got this. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And then M can... M kind of works. Just gonna say that. This is a beautiful M, trust me. And so it's also... That's not a signal though. I don't know what I'm doing. That looks like an upside down stickman. Hello. Okay. Don't ask. The letters on the left have been transformed into symbols on the right. Using the same rule, what symbol would the bottom letter turn into? I feel like it can't be A or W because those aren't symbols. Those are letters. I have a good feeling about 2 or 4. 2? There's only 4 options.
Perhaps.
Yep, it's 2. I don't know why that's right, but...
Still not a patch on Miss Layton, of course.
I don't know why that's right, but I got it right. The symbols on the right are created by cutting the letters on the left in half vertical. The cutting letters on the left in half vertically and swapping them over to the right. That makes sense, but no one's gonna think that. Overlapping them a little is the key. Okay. We knew the V and that one looked similar, but the rest of them... You've been watching too many of my Layton streams, you just know it now. Yes, that makes sense now. What did you say your name was again? Ernest Screws, wasn't it? Very impressive. If you weren't a thief, you'd have a promising future ahead of you. I do wish you'd believe me, Professor. I really didn't steal anything. It doesn't make any difference who did it now. Tomorrow's the deadline for the paper submission anyway. Tomorrow? Oh golly, that is a pickle. You're telling me I was due to finish it off today, but that was before my documents were pinched. It's no use. Without the data, I can't write another word. The whole world is watching and waiting to see what I publish next. But I'm not going to be able to satisfy their thirst for knowledge this time. Oh dear, what a mess. It's beyond my control, though. Now that my documents are gone. Blame the scoundrel that stole them. You won't meet the submission deadline. Yes, it's beyond your control. It could be a rival fed it to the goat. Are you right, miss? I wonder, I think I might know why the documents went missing. Or it's because he couldn't make the deadline and he fed it to the goat. Miss Layton was still deep in thought, but I could see that the truth of the case was bubbling up inside her. The final clue! It's taking its time. Case complete. Dr. Holmes' latest paper is due tomorrow. However, in events beyond his control, vital data has been stolen. So he's going to miss the submission deadline. Let's solve it! This will mean we've solved 10 cases. Damn. I've got it. I know exactly what happened. Really? You mean you can prove that I didn't do it? Yes, Ernest, you're off the hook. This mystery is history. So who did take the precious documents then? I'll explain everything later. First, I want you to go and fetch Inspector Hastings. What, me? Yes, you. Who else could go? Run along now, Ernest. Chop chop. Oh, yes.
We can put the puzzle of your missing documents to bed now. That mystery is history.
Really?
They are there.
Hey? But I don't... What?
They blew out the window.
The roses?
I don't know. His roses are the research. Oh, I get it. Because the roses use the goat poo as fertilizer. She means that the goat ate it and poo, then are fertilizing the flowers with it. Because the paper's gonna become a goat poo, isn't it? I'm so glad I have to read.
Result of your research.
I don't know.
What are you talking about? I researched genetically engineered plants. Those are just ordinary run-of-the-mill flowers of the genus Rosa. What possible connection could I have to my work?
You hit a brick wall with your research. With the presentation of your paper fast approaching, you needed to buy yourself some time.
Guys, I think I solved it again.
So you arranged for your documents to be stolen.
Planted that idea in your head.
Of course, it left you with the problem of disposing of reams and reams of paper.
Yeah, I'm just always right.
And then you realized you could feed it to the goats the
I'm just a genius.
university keeps, whose droppings are used as manure for those roses.
You're kidding.
So those roses are the fruits of your labor. Haven't they bloomed beautifully? You must be delighted. In other words, Ernest here.
Oh yeah,
is
Katrielle.
So, Ernest, I'll leave you to take it from here.
Miss Layton, you are magnificent.
I mean, the go bit was kind of obvious.
All that research and for what? I've absolutely nothing to show for any of it.
It doesn't have to be over, Professor. Why don't you start again? I'd gladly help you.
Ernest, you mean you can forgive me? After everything I've done?
I've watched you conducting your research for a long time now. I know better than anyone what an exceptional man you are. I'm quite sure you'll succeed given enough time. So let's start again. Working together.
Well, Ernest, you're exceptional yourself. Thank you.
Aw.
It's Miss Layton we should be thanking. Both of us. I must think of some way to repay her.
And the way to repay her is unpaid labor. And working for her for free.
And that was the moment I realized. I realized what a deep respect I had for Miss Layton. What complete faith I had in her abilities.
Simp.
And how I truly felt about her.
Valid though. Yes, we're saving. Oh, Katrielle's the icon of case 11. We're not going to do case 11 now, but I do want to have a little look. Chancellor Lane is buzzing. There's been a murder and Cat is the prime suspect! That's even more! Me not wanting to wait till next time than the last one was. Well, tune in next week when we're gonna clear our name for murder. Oh my god! An actual murder? I just felt like it could be the final case considering that's just but we have to control ourselves. We can't just play Katrielle Layton all night. Much as we want to. Let's save the game. And I remember. We need to get the oh. It's time for me to react to. Oh, okay. I was gonna get the fashion farthing. I'll do the fashion farthing thing while I remember. Just give me a second. I've forgotten how to buy clothes. Okay. This will probably be what we wear for the rest of the game. Yeah, I'll check Discord in a second. What should we go for? I like this one. I like this one. And maybe this one the most. I think I'll go for this one. You guys good with that? Just gonna wait for the stream to catch up because the stream's really far behind. Okay. This is what I'm gonna wear for the rest of it, probably. Yes.
I love it!
She's looking good. Okay. I'm saving the game a couple more times, then I'll check Discord. Okay. Oh. I see.
Nestled in an unsuspecting
Can my thing actually pause when I tell it to? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to the window capture. We've got, if I just will it cooperate? The answer to that is no. Okay, so Cooper just sent me this. Okay, this is actually it's probably pretty self-explanatory what it's going to be. So throughout the video, so we'll just have a little look-see.
Nestled in an unsuspecting Minecraft world lays a strange, bordered land. It has a beautiful mountainscape, a sprawling savanna, and lush blue melons. One day, two
Melons
inhabitants
are
of
blue.
this world started wandering, each on their own journey. They both happen to approach this strange land at the same time. They don't know
Oh my
it
God.
yet, they're about to settle down here and start a beautiful friendship. But this land, as beautiful as it is, does things to the people who live in it. These friends may thrive for a while, but could they eventually become enemies? This is
Oh my
the
God.
story of frenemies.
That's the Frenemies teaser, which will be coming soon, as you probably all know, or at least Cooper knows. But yes, melons are blue, and yes. Also, that was really cool, Cooper. Very, very good. I enjoyed that. Yeah, with that, I'm gonna thank you all for watching, whether you lurked, chatted, whatever. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you all hopefully on Saturday when I'm gonna stream Pokemon at like 2 PM BST. So I'll see you all then. So goodbye, friends, fruits, and vegetables.